Good morning student, myself Manju Subba from Kanakinam Smart Education, and today I am going to teach you mathematics of first and second class, and the topic is numbers up to 50. In this chapter we are going to learn about comparing numbers, representing numbers on abacus, before, after and between, about ordering of number. Now we are going to learn about comparing numbers. We compare number to find out which number is greater than, smaller than or equal to another number or quantity. We compare to find out which number or quantity is smaller than, greater than or equals to another number or quantity. For example, if you have 32 colored pens, and your friend has 30 colored pens and your friend has 30 colored pens, it means you have more number of colored pens, right? Listen carefully. If you have 32 colored pens and your friend has 30 colored pens it means you have more number of color pens, right? You have more number of colored pens. Therefore 32 is greater than 30. From the above point we come to know that 32 is greater than 30, right? 32 is greater than, right? And see, in last line I have write one symbol between 32 and 30. This symbol is a symbol of greater than. This line say that 32 is greater than 30. It is read as 32 is greater than 30. Okay, we compare numbers between 30 and 32, and at last we come to know that 32 is greater than 30, right? And the last symbol is 32 is greater than 30. The symbol between 32 and 30 which are shown in the last line is symbolize that, or you can read it like this: 32 is greater than 30. Okay student? Now we are going to see another example of comparing number. For example, if Vishal has 23 pair of t-shirt, and Raju has 33 pair of t-shirt, if Vishal has 23 pair of t-shirt and Raju has 33 pair of t-shirt, it means Vishal has less number of pair of t-shirt than Raju, right? It means Vishal has less pair of t-shirt than Raju. If Vishal has 23 pair of t-shirt and Raju has 33 pair of t-shirt, it means Vishal has less pair of t-shirt than Raju, right? So therefore 23 is smaller than 33. From the above lines or from the above statement we can say, or we can conclude that 23 is smaller than 33, right? See, if Vishal has 23 pair of t-shirt and Raju has 33 pair of t-shirt, it means Vishal has less pair of t-shirt than Raju. Therefore 23 is smaller than 33. From the above lines we can conclude that, or we are come to know that 23 is smaller than 33. Or see, in the last line of second example, see, or 23 is smaller than 33. The symbol between 23 and 33 symbolize that it is smaller than 33. 23 is smaller than 33. You can read this sentence like this: 23 is smaller than 33. Okay, now let's move to another example, that is example number 3. If Geeta has 18 pair of shoes, if Geeta has 18 pair of shoes, if Geeta has 18 pair of shoes, if Geeta has 18 pair of shoes and Sita has also same number of shoes, and Sita has also same number of shoes, Sita has also same number of shoes, how many? Geeta have 18 pair. That means Sita has also 18 pair of shoes. If Geeta has 18 pair of shoes and Sita has also same number of shoes, same pair of shoes, that means it means 18 is equal to 18, right? 18 is equal to 18. If Geeta has 18 pair of shoes, Geeta have how many pair of shoes? 18. And Sita has also same number of shoes. That means Sita has also 18 pair of shoes, right? So it means 18 is equal to 18. From the above statement, we can conclude that 18 is equal to 18. Therefore, 18 is equal to 18, or 18 is equals to 18. See the last line. See, 18 equals to 18. Between 2 18, I write some symbol now that say it's equal to. That's called equal to sign. This is a symbol of equal to. Okay, we read this as equal to. 18 equal to 18. So, if Geeta has 18 pair of shoes and Sita has also same number of shoes, that means Sita has also 18 pair of shoes. It means 18 is equal to 18. From the above statement, we can conclude that 18 is equal to 18. So, therefore, 18 is equal to 18, right? So, see the symbol of equals to. Now, we are going to see, or we are going to learn some example or some uses of equals to, the symbol of equals to, the symbol of smaller than, the symbol of greater than. We will see the uses of the symbol of smaller than, greater than, or equals to. Okay, now see the first uses of the first question or the first question is that, or the first uses is that 10 is smaller than 20. See the uses of smaller, the symbol of smaller than, that is 10 is smaller than 20. And the second one is 33 is greater than 23. This is a symbol of greater than. See how we will use greater than, smaller than, the symbol of greater than and smaller than. We use like this. 33 is greater than 23. See, and the third one, 42 is greater than 32, right? 42 is greater than 32. We use some kind of symbol, that is the symbol of greater than between 42 and 32. See, this is the symbol of greater than. Okay, now let's move to fourth sentence, that is 50 equals to 50, the symbol of equals to. See, I use one symbol of equals to between two 50s because it say that 50 is equal to 50. It's equal to 50. Now let's move to fifth sentence, that is 46 is smaller than 50. 46 is smaller than 50. The symbol of smaller than, see the symbol of smaller than. 46 is smaller than 50. See, and let's move to sixth sentence, that is 32 is greater than 31. We all know that 32 is greater than 32, but if we write is greater than, it will take lot of time, so we may write in short form, that is the symbol of greater than. We use the symbol of greater than in maths. See, the symbol of greater than, 32 is greater than 31. Now let's move to another example, that is 19 equals to 19. We all know that 19 is equals to 19, right? 19 is equal to 19. So see, 19 is equal to 19. See the symbol of equals to between 2 19, that is the symbol of equals to. Now question number, let's move to next, that is 42 is smaller than 43. Everyone know that 42 is smaller than 43, right? But if you write smaller than, then it takes lots of time. So to consume time, we write the symbol, that is the symbol of smaller than. See the symbol of smaller than between the number 42 and 43, and the last one is 45 is equal to 45. We all know that 45 is equal to 45, but if you write equals to, EQUAL equal TO2, if you write is equal to, it takes lot of time. So to consume time, you can write the symbol of equals to. The symbol of equals to is C, two parallel line. Okay. Now we are going to learn about representing number on abacus. What is abacus? Abacus is a tool which is used for counting. Abacus is a tool which is used for counting. Abacus is a tool which is used for counting. Okay, now the abacus shown here. See the picture of abacus on the screen. See everyone, look at the screen. This is the picture of abacus. The abacus shown here has two rods. See, the abacus have two rods now. Two rods, that is one for ones and tens, which are ones and tens rod. See the rods on the right, so the rods on the right show the ones, the rod on the right show the ones, the rod on the right show the ones. Okay, the rod on the abacus on the right side show ones, which symbolize the ones, and the left shows the tens, and the left rod on the abacus shows the tens. Okay, see again I am repeating this thing. See, representing numbers on abacus. An abacus is a tool which is used for counting. Everyone know what is counting? Counting means to count number. So we use abacus as a tool for counting. Okay. Now the abacus shown here, the abacus shown on the screen, see, has two rods. Look at the two rod, ones and tens, which one is stand for ones and second one is stand for tens. The rod on the right, so the rod on the right, that means right, so the ones which is stand for ones. The right side's rod, the rod on the right side on the abacus shows ones or stand for ones, and the left or the rod on the left side of a abacus shows the tens or stand for the tens. Now we are going to learn more about abacus. The abacus has been around for thousands of years. The abacus has been around for thousands of years and is still used in some parts of the world. The abacus has been around for thousands of years ago and is still used in some parts of the world. Okay, and the second is sometimes blind people will use an abacus. Blind people will use an abacus because they can feel the numbers easily. Expert abacus user. Expert which are who are expert in abacus using the called abacus user. The expert abacus user can sometimes do calculation faster than on a calculator. Expert abacus user can sometimes do calculation faster than on a calculator. Now we are going to learn about how to place number on abacus. Okay, how to place number on abacus. See, for example, let's place 13 on abacus. Now we are going to place 13 on abacus. Now see how we will place 13 on abacus. See, first you have to distinguish, or you have to separate that which number is in ones place and which number is in tens place. So obviously 3 is in ones place and 1 is in tens place, right? 3 is in ones place and 1 is in tens place. So see, the two rods on the abacus stand for ones and tens, right? The right side rods stand for ones and the left side rods stand for tens on the abacus, right? So see, whereas one in tens place in 13, one is in the number 13, one is stand for tens. So you have to put, or you have to place 1 beads on tens rod on the abacus. You have to place 1 beads on tens rod. You have to place 1 beads on the 10 rod. Now you know that in ones place there is 3, right? In the number 13 have 3 in ones place, so you have to place 3 beads on in ones rod. You have to place 3 beads on ones rod, which symbolize, or which say that 3 in ones place, and you already place that 1 beads on tens, which symbolize, or we say that 1 is in tens. So it's simply say that 13 we place 13 on abacus. Like this way we place 13 on abacus. See, 1 beads in tens rod and 3 beads in ones rod, which symbolize 13 are represented on abacus. We place number 13 on abacus, right? See, in this way we place numbers on abacus. We place many more numbers in abacus, like this. Now we will place 42 on abacus. We will place number 42 on abacus. First we have to see the numbers carefully, and we have to see that which numbers in which place, right? In 42, 2 is in ones place, right? And 4 is in tens place. So at first, the first step is that we will place 4 beads on tens rod. We will place 4 beads on tens rod, which symbolize, or we say that 4 is in tens place. And secondly, we will place 2 beads on ones rod. We say that 2 is in ones place. Okay, see the picture of 42, or the picture of 42 which is already placed in abacus. See the picture of abacus which is in black color. See, tens and ones. See the how to place on abacus. See, I placed 42 on abacus. See the 42 on abacus. See, in tens rod there is 4 beads, which symbolize 4, and in ones rods there is only 2 beads, which say 2. So 42. Okay, see how I place the number 42 on abacus. See, now we are going to learn about before, after and between. See student, see the first picture. Look at the first picture. There I have marked for 24 before, 25 between, and 26 as after. See, I mark these three number as before, between, and after. Here it means 24 comes just before 25. 24 comes just before 25. See the before means the number which come before a given number. See, 24 comes just before 25. 24 comes just before 25. 26 comes just after 25. 26 comes just after 25. 26 comes just after 25. And 7 comes in between 24 and 25. Sorry, 25 comes in between 24 and 26. 25 comes in between 24 and 26. See the uses of or the before, after, and between a number. See here 24 comes just before 25. 24 comes just before 25. 26 comes just before, 26 comes just after 25, and 25 comes in between 24 and 26. That means 25 comes between 24 and 26. 26 comes just after 25, and 24 comes just before 25. Okay, now see the second picture, that is I mark 45, 46 and 47 as before, after, and between. See, I mark these three number as before, between, and after. See, here's 45 comes just before 46. Everyone know that 45 comes just before 46, right? 46 comes just before 46, and 47 comes just after 46. 47 comes just after 46. 47 comes just after 46, and 46 comes in between 45 and 47. 46 comes in between 45 and 47. See, in second picture I mark 45, 46, 47 as before, between, and after. Here it means 45 comes just before 46. 45 comes just before 46. 47 comes just after 46. 47 comes just after 46, and 46 comes in between. 46 comes in between 45 and 47. Okay, the first picture say that in first picture I mark for 24, 25, 26 as before, between, and after. So this picture say that 24 comes just before 25, 26 comes just after 25, and 25 comes in between 24 and 26. In second picture I mark 45, 46, 47 as before, after, before, between, and after. So 45 comes just before 46. 47 comes just after 46, and 46 come in between 45 and 46. Okay student? Okay. Now we are going to learn about ordering of number. Ordering number means arrangement of number. Ordering numbers means arrangement of number either from smallest to biggest or from biggest to smallest. Ordering number means arrangement of number either from biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest is called ordering of number. Okay, ordering number means the arrangement of number from smallest to biggest or from biggest to smallest. Okay, ordering of number means arrangement of number either from smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest. It's called ordering of number. There are two types of ordering of number. There are two types of ordering of number. The first one is ascending order. Ascending order means smallest to biggest. The arrangement of number from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. And the second types of ordering of number is descending order. Descending order means the arrangement of number from biggest to smallest. The arrangement of number from biggest to smallest is called descending order. Okay, let's revise once again ordering of number. Ordering of number means the arrangement of number. The arrangement of number either from smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest is called ordering of number. There are two types of ordering number. The first one is ascending order. That is when number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. And the second types of ordering of number is descending order. When numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. Now we are going to learn about ascending order. That is the first type of ordering of number, right? When numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest. When numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest. When numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending number. If the numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest, then they are said to be in ascending order. They are said to be in ascending order. When numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest, that time is called, this arrangement is called ascending arrangement or ascending order. Okay, now see the picture. See the two picture on the screen. See, in first picture, see the boy is climbing the stair from 1 to 7. So this is called an ascending order because it starts from 1 and he want to reach that he is climbing off now, like he is climbing off 2, then 3 and 4, then 5, 6, 7. So he is going from 1 to 7. So this is called the arrangement of small number to biggest number, smallest number to biggest number. So it's called ascending order. Okay, when numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. Or when numbers are arranged from smallest number to the biggest number, that time the numbers are said to be in ascending order. That time we said that the numbers are in ascending order arrangement. Okay, now see the second picture, smallest to largest, 1, 2, 3. The smallest to largest, see 1, 2, 3, 4. That means smallest to largest is an example or it's a picture of ascending order. Okay, ascending order means when numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest. When numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. It's called ascending order. See the two picture or two picture of ascending order. Now we will solve some example of ascending order. See, let's arrange the number 33, 21, 45, 7, 34 and 18 in ascending order. See, from all the number we come to know that 17 is small number, right? Then first is 7, so you have to write first 7 because ascending order means arrangement of number from smallest to biggest. Smallest to biggest, that means you have to write first small number, then after biggest number, right? So smallest to biggest means 7 from the number 33, 21, 45, 7 and 34 and 18. we come to know that 7 is single digit, so it's a smaller number in all of them, so write 17 in first. Then after 7 which number is small? See, 33, 21, 45, 34 and 18. Obviously 18, right? So write second, 18 in second. See, after 18 which number is smaller in 33, 21, 45 and 34? 21, right? So write 21 in third smallest number is 21. So after 21 which number is smallest from 33, 45, 34? 34, because 34 comes before 33, because 33 comes just before 34, right? So write 33 in fourth smallest, and after 33 there is remaining two number, that is 34 and 45. So from 34 and 35 which number is smallest number? That is 34. So write fourth smallest number is 34, then after 45 is biggest number. See, I arrange the number 33, 21, 45, 7 and 34 and 18 in ascending order. See how? And 7, 8, 21, 33, 34 and 35. It's the arrangement of number 33, 21, 45, 7, 8 and 18 in smallest to biggest. That means I arrange this all number in ascending order. Okay, now let's see, or let's arrange another example, that is let's arrange the number 21, 12, 44, 9, 10 and 50 in ascending order. Let's arrange the number 21, 12, 44, 9, 10 and 50 in ascending order. See, from all this number, which number is small? Ascending order means smallest to biggest, so you have to arrange the number from smallest to biggest. So see, look at the number and see, compare the number, which number is smallest from all of them? Obviously 9, right? 9 is only single digit, that means 9 is smallest number, so write 9 in first. See, 9. After 9 which number is smallest from 21, 12, 44, 10 and 50? 10, right? Because after 9, 10 comes just after 9, so write 10 in second smallest number. And after 10 which number will come? From 21, 12, 44 and 50. Obviously 12, right? So write 12 in third smallest number. So we are arranging number in smallest form, so you have to write smallest number to the biggest number. And from all of them, from 44, 21 and 50, which number is smallest? That is 21, right? So write 21 in fourth smallest number. Okay, 21. Then remaining, there are only two number remains, that is 44 and 50. 44 and 50. So 44 comes before then 50, right? So write 44 in fifth smallest number from 21, 12, 44, 9, 10 and 50. And 50 is biggest number from all of them. Like in 21, in number 21, in numbers 21, 12, 44, 9, 10 and 50. 50 is biggest one, and 9 is the smallest one. So the numbers, that is 21, 12, 44, 9, 10 and 50 is arranged in ascending order like this: 9, 10, 12, 21, 44 and 50. Because in ascending order we have to arrange the number from smallest to biggest. So see, all the numbers are in ascending order. Now we are going to learn about the second types of ordering of number, that is descending order. When numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest, when numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. When numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. Okay, now if the numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest, that time they are called in, or they are said to be in descending order. Okay, now see the first picture of descending order. See, the boys is going down to the stairs. See, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means it's a picture of descending order. And the second picture is largest to smallest, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means descending order. See, look, when numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest, biggest number to smallest, when numbers are arranged from biggest to smallest, that time we call the numbers are in, or we said that the numbers are in descending order. Okay, now we'll see some example of descending order, how to solve descending order question. Okay, see, now we'll see some example of descending order. Okay, student, for example of descending order. Now let's arrange the number 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28 in descending order. Obviously, we all know that descending order means the arrangement of number from biggest to smallest. So look at the numbers, that is 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28. See, and find out the biggest number. Which number is biggest one from the number 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28? Which number is biggest one? Find out. Obviously 44, right? So write 44 in first, because 44 is biggest number from all of them. After 44, which number will come? Which number will come after 44? Obviously 34, right? See, again I am telling you, descending order means arrangement of number from biggest to smallest one. When number are arranged from biggest to smallest, that time they are said to be in descending order. So you have to arrange all this number in descending order. So you have to write first number from biggest number to smallest number. See, from 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28. 44 is biggest number, right? Greatest number is 44. So write 44 in first. After 44, which number is, which second greatest number from all of them? That is 34, right? So 44, 34. After that, from how many numbers are remaining? 32, 21, 8 and 28 is remaining. So from this 4 number, which number is greatest number? 32, right? So write 32 in third greatest number, and 32, that is 21, 8 and 28 is remaining. So from all of them, which number is greatest number from all of three, these three number? That is 28, right? So write 28 in fourth, because 28 is fourth greatest number from all of the number 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28. So after 28, which number is greatest? 21 and 8. Obviously 21, because 21 is 2-digit number and 8 is single-digit number. So 21 is obviously greatest number. So see, 44 is greatest number from 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28. From the number 34, 44, 32, 21, 8 and 28, the greatest number is 44 and the second greatest number is 34 and the third greatest number is 32 and the fourth greatest number is 28 and the fifth greatest number is 21 and the last smallest number is 8. See, I arranged the number from biggest to smallest. So that time we can say that these all numbers, this answer is in descending form, right? The numbers are arranged in descending order. So the numbers 44, 34, 32, 28, 21 and 8 is in descending order. Okay, now let's arrange the another example. See, let's arrange the number 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45. Let's arrange the number 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45 in descending order. Okay, see, find out which number is greatest number. 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45. Which number is greatest number or biggest number? 50, right? 50 is greatest number. So write 50 first, because 50 is greatest number from all of the number 44, 50, 12, 19, 26, 45. So 50. And second biggest is, which number is second biggest? How many numbers are remaining? Which number are remaining? Which means 44. 50 is already written. So 44, 12, 19, 26 and 45. Obviously 45, because 45 comes just after 44. So we can write second biggest number is 45. Okay, now after 45, which number? 44. Obviously 44, because 44 comes just before 45. So 44 is the third biggest number from all the numbers 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45. Okay, now after 44, which number is greatest? Which number is greatest? Find out. Which number is greatest? That is 26, right? 26 is fourth greatest number from the numbers 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45. So 26. So after 26, which number is greatest? Only two numbers is remaining, that is 12 and 19. So obviously 19, because 19 comes after many numbers of 12. Okay, 12 come just 12 come. So 12 is smallest number from 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45. See, I arrange the number 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45 in descending order, like this: 50, 45, 44, 56, 19 and 12. I arrange this number in descending order. See, the numbers 50, 45, 44, 26, 19 and 12 are in descending order. Okay, student. So descending order means we have to arrange the number from biggest to smallest. So see, I arrange the number 44, 50, 12, 19, 26 and 45 in descending order. How? 50, 45, 44, 26, 19 and 12 is in descending form.